Hi guys, welcome back to the barn. So there's a lot going on in the garden at this time of year. The tree buds are all bursting every day. We seem to be getting more and more green. The grass is growing really fast, and at this time of year we like to just cut paths around the garden rather than mowing the old lawn, and that's because over the next few weeks we get a lot of orchids springing up around the garden, and it's nice to enjoy them for a few weeks and then we'll eventually mow the rest of the garden. Also, you may have seen little Bo in what I've christened Fancy Pants. She's actually had a little operation this week, so she's on the mend. She's absolutely fine. In fact, it's just trying to keep her calm for a few days whilst everything heals, but she's 100 mile an hour as usual. Today I'm going to eventually insulate this ceiling, and it feels now I'm insulating it from the heat rather than the cold. Now, it'd be interesting to see how that does work in here, because if I remember last summer, it got to about 38 degrees in here, Celsius, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. So it'd be interesting to see how this works for the heat as well as the cold. So it's actually nice to get the window open, which will help me get rid of some of these fibres. So I'm going to open the pack, I'm going to fill this area here, and I'm going to fit the boards in here, and then I'll start to fit some of the insulation up here just to get it out of the workshop. It's been here since the Christmas week, so I'm absolutely fed up with it being around. I don't know how many times I've moved it over the last 3 months. And then once I've done that, I'm going to try and utilise this bit of a sloping ceiling to store my Traxxor rails. So I'm going to try and make a little rack. I've got 4 rails, the 2 Evolution, 2 Festals. Right, so let's get on with the build. Wow, it's should survive at work. So that's pretty much halfway, I think. Where's my measured tap? 13 inch, 2 and a bit boards then. I've laid this insulation, the waxy paper on the back is a anti-insect paper. So I've laid the insulation in a way that the insect paper is turned upwards. I'm guessing insects won't get in between the insulation and the back of the boards, but they will get into the roof space onto the back of the insulation. So I've turned them that way up. Now I've done a couple of rows, I'll just get my hand in and sort of pull it down. So it will actually lay neater than what it just looks, sort of friction fitted it between the rafters. One thing I keep thinking about, never actually get round to making a decision, is how to decorate this space. My thoughts are pretty much white, probably emulsion white, but then with tones of the dark leisure that I use. So will be kind of that colour, and grey, a little bit like I did the mud room a few months ago. I don't know, what's your thoughts, guys? What colour do you think I should go for? What colour do you have your workshop? Right, I'll crack on then. Hey, right, wow. So that was a productive afternoon. I had 2 pieces of insulation left, which I've just cut in half and just put up there. So it's actually totally, at the moment, it's totally full of insulation. I've got 4 little offcuts left. I just need to close these gaps up. Tomorrow, I'm going to go and have a shower now. It's nearly 7 o'clock anyway, but I feel a bit itchy. So I just needed to clear the saw bench because tomorrow I need to cut down some pieces at an angle to meet down there. Probably need another 4 pieces, maybe even 6 pieces, but some of them are cuts. So probably just got enough to finish that. Right, I'll see you in the morning, guys. Come on then. Good morning. Right, let's get on with finishing this roof. Hey! Wow! Hey, it's finished. I am so pleased with that. That gap is lovely. All that setting out that we did, all the messing around with the laser back in December to try and get this ceiling square, it's worked out perfectly. That break in the ceiling angle is just bang on, and it feels so different in here already. Right, I'm gonna have a cup of coffee because I'm a bit thirsty and a bit sweaty, and then when I come back we'll see if we can work out how to make a rack on this part of the ceiling to hold all rails minus a square on the end, and then that'll be 4 things off the floor that I'm no longer tripping over. Listen. Hey. Well, I'm really pleased with how this has all turned out. The ceiling's finished up to here, barring decoration, and I've managed to make these racks out of offcuts, the offcuts of the ceiling, and it now means I've got the first of the tooling off the floor. I'm fed up of moving things and these things falling over because they're resting against the wall. Cool. I'm really happy with them. Right, and I'm going to call this video here, guys. Next week when we come back, I'm going to start these shelves on this side to get rid of all this stuff off the bench. And then I think we're going to start this workbench down here. And next time I go shopping, I'll pick some plasterboard up just to finish these 3 openings. Right, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this content, and if you want to see some more of this build, consider subscribing, and I'll see you again next week. Cheers, guys. Bye.